Hell, it's about time.
I was absolutely bombarded with requests to check out the Tamil thriller directed by Venkat Prabhu starring STR titled Manad. STR is a figure that has had quite the oscillating journey in his career. He has been embroiled in several spats and professional altercations in and out of films that have almost created a narrative around him. Irrespective of the chatter around Twitter and everyone's preconceived notions about the star and his personality, I went with a clean slate to try and understand why people were raving about this film. Termed as a time loop thriller, this movie focuses on a common man, Abdul Khalik, played by STR, who finds himself in a time loop where a public conference with the chief minister is being held, only for it to get out of hand and turn bloody and gruesome. The individual finds the same event and day being played out in a loop in his life, only for him to understand that it is in his hands to assure that the unfortunate event does not take place. This, in a nutshell, is a very complex subject to tackle, especially because of the fact that it is being presented in a commercial way, and therefore requires an intelligent filmmaker that can balance both. It would sound cliche, but the balance of mass and class is something that only few creators have understood in the country. Venkat Prabhu is a very interesting director, as Tamil film fans would attest that his debut film, Chennai 28, is something that is still talked about as one of his best works. The journey along the way for the creator has had its commercial duds that have brought about a sense of doubt on the capability and style of the creator, but Manada probably reinstates the very fact on the boundless vision and executive prowess of the creator. Here's me telling you the good and bad aspects of the film so that you guys can ultimately decide whether to watch Manada in theaters or not. The underwhelming aspects: hero worship and some tropes and aspects. I don't know what it is about commercial Tamil and Telugu cinema especially, but what I have noticed in its writing of films that feature stars, that the creators almost have to make a conscious decision to praise the individual from a physical standpoint. I would urge anyone who will be motivated to watch this film through this review to be patient with this film for the first half an hour, as it momentarily feels like it will be another film that worships its hero, almost force feeding you on how amazing the lead actor is. The supporting actors have dialogues looking at STR saying things like, "Oh, he looks like Tom Cruise's little brother." His friends meet him and state things like, "Oh, what have you been doing? You look so fit." Other dialogues like, "Friend, tell us the secret. How do you look so good?" It brought me horrifying flashbacks of Mahesh Babu's Sarileru Nikevaru, where every character reminds us of how good looking Mahesh Babu is. What do you think compels writers to go to this length to celebrate the lead actor? Is it a cultural thing or simply due to the star status of certain actors? I will also say that the comedic lines followed by a harsh background music for Premji's character Iswara Murthy also reaches a repetitive mode in its initial minutes. A CSK fan that is shouting constantly and is justifiably anxious but excruciatingly loud. Trust me, the moment you get done with 30 minutes of this film and the first song commences, you will be glad you stayed patient with it. Because what follows after that is absolute mayhem, and that's meant to be a compliment in every shape and form. The good. Concept and self-aware nature. The idea of a time loop thriller is not unique in any way. What I love about the film is that it is self-aware about exactly that. While being conscious of the fact that the same loop seems to be playing in his life, the character references gems such as Groundhog Day and The Edge of Tomorrow to describe his current predicament. The biggest issue comes with the execution of such complex concepts from an editing and screenplay point of view. The film can fall into two spectrums for the same, one being overbearing with its information that it spills out, and two, it being absolutely incoherent for the general mass audience to love. Venkat Prabhu moves along a tightrope with such precise detailing that Manada actually comes across as a smart and slick film that is neither too complicated in its narrative nor dumbed down for the masses. Let me also know whether you felt the same way and what you thought about the film and its execution in the comments below. Editing and screenplay. If there are two clear-cut winners from this film, it has to be the department responsible for editing and the screenplay written for this film. Praveen KL as the editor and Venkat Prabhu, who has designed the screenplay of this film, are the show stealers in every way. A time loop thriller can easily become an exhaustive experience for the viewer, as the same events take place with minor changes consistently. This requires the film to be edited smartly so that it engages the viewer despite seeing the same scenes play out again. And Praveen KL has done a phenomenal job both from the moments that takes the story forward and from an immediate scene point of view when it comes to the moments of combat and action. This precise editing and the writing by Venkat Prabhu that excites audiences of the new permutations and combinations that would follow in the same scenario over the course of the almost 2 hours and 30 minutes of the film is extremely impressive. It in many ways is representative of the choice-driven games that you may have played on your PC or console. If you have heard or played games like Detroit Become Human, it puts the power in the hands of the player to take decisions that can alter the eventual outcome of the journey. This is essentially Manada through the character of Abdul Khalik. Decisions that lead to several conclusions and respawning each time where he could not stop the gruesome outcome of the public event. Action sequences and background score. There is especially one distinct sequence that stands out for me regarding the action in this film where STR's character finds an establishment where a bunch of goons are residing and the edit works in such a way that it respawns the character in quick succession, allowing the power within the protagonist to alter the way he handles the same situation, almost reminding me of the iconic action sequence from the 2018 film Upgrade where the AI is already privy to every move and how to counter it. It is so smartly executed and is a visual treat for any film fan that can just look at how complex it is from an editing standpoint. The background score composed by Yuvan Shankar Raja, especially the track Voice of Unity, is something that I would highly recommend you check out on YouTube. Perfectly encapsulating the exhilarating theme of the film, I have to say from a technical standpoint, there is one sequence where a car being blown up approaches the protagonist, but the VFX poorly renders the same image, almost becoming comical at one point, and this is also reflective of the blood splatter around gunshots. I understand that I'm nitpicking, but something obvious to the eye had to be pointed out. Social context and performances. This is a film that, trust me, could have easily been embroiled in controversy had it released in the Hindi language, as it showcases something that is rarely done in films. It portrays a Muslim man who saves the day, a man who understands that even though the time loop keeps on taking place and several outcomes keep on changing, the sentiment and persecution of the community continues. This is an extremely brave creative decision taken by Venkat Prabhu that is barely seen in popular culture. We talk about religious harmony often through films and it is mostly preachy, but the film does not take that route and it actually stands out from the crowd of films that tackle the same topics, doing the job through its narrative rather than a cringeworthy speech on their wrongful treatment. STR puts forth a really physical and demanding performance, making me think that it is reflective of a known star simply surrendering to the vision of his director and coming out with flying colors. His annoyance at his situation, and especially one scene where he breaks down thinking that he has been pushed into a corner, showcases the ability of the star as an actor. I have to say that out of all the supporting cast, Kalyani as Sita, S.A. Chandrasekhar as the CM, YG Mahendran as the political leader in the same party, all do a good job. But the show stealer is S.J. Surya, who plays the role of DCP Dhanush Kodi. The man balances both being hilarious and intimidating in this film so well. His frustration, especially communicated to a political leader while having food on the dining table, is hilarious to witness. There is also one scene where he tries to end the confusion as all three characters seem to be at loggerheads with one another. It's absolute gold. His cry for help, his slow but funny understanding of the entire situation, his annoyance of STR's presence making for an iconic interval moment, all of it makes the film a delicious one versus one narrative beyond its social context that adds the much needed excitement for a thriller. Manada is a great example of executing a complex subject with great technical detailing, but even more so when stars allow creators to be the guiding force of the story. Something that we probably saw with Doctor and want to see with Vijay's upcoming film Beast. Here's to the celebration of more offbeat films transitioning to becoming the norm of commercial cinema. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.